In the quaint village of Silverdale, nestled between green rolling hills and sparkling rivers, lived a man named Oliver. Oliver was a middle-aged farmer known for his brooding demeanor. He spent his days lamenting about what he lacked: more land, a better house, and wealth. While his fields yielded bountiful harvests and his home provided shelter and warmth, Oliver could never feel satisfied. Each morning he gazed out over the lush landscape and muttered, "If only I had more. Life is so unfair." One day, an old traveler named Elias passed through the village. He carried little more than a weathered satchel and an aura of serenity that intrigued the villagers. When he reached Oliver's farm, Elias noticed the farmer's sullen expression. "What troubles you, friend?" Elias inquired. Oliver sighed deeply. "I work tirelessly, yet I have nothing compared to others. Look at my neighbor. He has twice as much land as I do. I deserve more, but fate doesn't favor me." Elias smiled knowingly. "Would you trade your health for your neighbor's land? Or your eyesight for wealth?" Oliver looked at him bewildered. "Of course not! What good is land or wealth without health or sight?" "Then perhaps," Elias said gently, "you possess treasures far greater than you realize." Oliver scoffed, unwilling to accept the wisdom. Sensing the farmer's reluctance, Elias proposed a challenge. "Join me on a journey tomorrow. I'll show you something that may change your perspective." Curiosity piqued. Oliver agreed. The next morning they set off, traversing the countryside. Their first stop was a modest home perched on a hill. Inside lived a cheerful widow named Clara. Though her possessions were few, her laughter filled the room. "How can you be so happy with so little?" Oliver asked, perplexed. Clara beamed. "I may not have much, but I have enough. A roof over my head, food to eat, and friends who care for me. Gratitude makes what I have feel abundant." Elias and Oliver continued to a bustling town where they met Thomas, a blacksmith who had lost his leg in an accident. Despite his disability, Thomas worked diligently, his forge glowing with life. "Doesn't your misfortune trouble you?" Oliver queried. Thomas wiped his brow and grinned. "At first, it did, but then I realized I still have my hands to work, my mind to dream, and a community that supports me. Every challenge has made me stronger and more grateful for what remains." As the sun began to set, Elias led Oliver to their final stop, a secluded grove where they encountered a blind poet named Mira. She was reciting verses about the beauty of nature, describing sunsets and starry skies with vivid imagery. "How can you compose such poetry when you cannot see?" Oliver asked, amazed. Mira smiled softly. "I see through my heart. Losing my sight taught me to value other gifts, my imagination, my voice, and the love of those who guide me. Gratitude allows me to create beauty from what I have." By the time they returned to the farm, Oliver was deep in thought. The stories he had heard reverberated within him, unraveling the knots of envy and dissatisfaction in his heart. He looked around his farm with fresh eyes, the golden fields, the sturdy barn, the family waiting for him at home. Elias placed a hand on Oliver's shoulder. "Gratitude doesn't come from acquiring more. It springs from appreciating what's already there. Contentment is not about how much you have, but how much you cherish." From that day on, Oliver changed. He began each morning by listing the blessings in his life, his health, his family, the beauty of nature around him. The more he practiced gratitude, the more abundant his life felt. His once resentful heart blossomed with joy, and his farm thrived as he tended it with newfound love and purpose. Moral of the story is, gratitude cultivates contentment and shifts our focus from what's lacking to what's present. In embracing gratitude, we discover that we already possess more than we need to lead a fulfilling life. Let us learn from Oliver's journey and nurture a mindset of appreciation, for in doing so, we unlock the true wealth that lies within us. Thank you for watching, and always remember, peaceful thoughts lead to powerful actions. See you at the next video.